it's Maria. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make my healthy twist on cheesy broccoli rice, and these are the ingredients you will be needing. To start off, obviously you're going to need a casserole dish. This one is a 3 quarts. You will need one 26-ounce can of cream of mushroom. You're going to need 2 cups of brown rice. I'm all about convenience, so I buy these minute ready to serve brown rice, and it comes in a 2-pack. You're going to need 2 cups. Uncle Ben's also has a bag of rice already made that you can steam, or you can make yours fresh. You're going to be needing 5 cups of chopped broccoli. I'm going to be using these steamer bags. I think 4 cups comes in each one, so I'm going to have to use all of one and some of the other. And you will need 1 bunch of chives. You will need 3/4 of a cup of fat-free mozzarella, 3/4 of a cup of 2% sharp cheddar, and then this part is optional. You will need this. You will need 1 pound of yellow onions, and in this case, it's 2 of them. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Now, the 2 onions that I said that were optional, I'm going to show you how to caramelize onions, and that's going to be what you put on top of the casserole. If you don't like onions, but you've never tried caramelized onions, I urge you to try it. Also, I'm not going to be using the traditional cheese that's used in the cheesy rice. It's usually like a nacho cheese or an American cheese or an orange type of cheese. In the casserole itself, I'm going to be using mozzarella, which makes it taste different. And the chives just lends a whole new flavor to it. And then I'm going to have the layer of the 2% sharp cheddar on top, and then the caramelized onions. I really would love to urge you to try this exactly the way I am making it, because it is, I've got to say, it's like the best cheesy broccoli rice casserole I've ever tasted. I'm not just saying that because I made it. Basically, you're just going to be dumping all the ingredients into your casserole dish. So I'm doing the cream of mushroom first. I've already got one of my bags of the broccoli in the microwave because it has to cook for 5 minutes. On top of that, I'm going to dump the brown rice. Now you just need to mix up the brown rice with the cream of mushroom. You don't have to do an excellent job of it, just kind of integrate it in there. Next will be the chives. I've already rinsed these. I just take my kitchen scissors and start cutting them in there. And as you can see, it's going to be about that size. Now, I know it seems odd to put chives in a broccoli casserole dish, but trust me, you are going to love the flavor that it lends. It just totally makes it taste different. Now I'm just going to mix that. I'm going to go ahead and mix in the fat-free mozzarella, all of it. You don't want to put the cheddar in because that's going to go on top afterwards. So now I'm just mixing in the mozzarella. Okay, I've got my broccoli steamed in the microwave. I used 2 bags of the 12-ounce. It is I think it's the Jolly Green Giant Valley Fresh steamers. And this is where you put 5 cups in. Now, if you're using raw broccoli, you probably need to use probably about 6 cups, because this is 5 cups of cooked broccoli, and it does cook down. Okay, so I've got 4 in there. Let me add 1 more. All you do is mix that in. Easy peasy. This was quick and easy. Basically, you're done. You're just going to top it with the cheese and then the optional glazing of the onions. If you don't feel like doing much, just buy, like I said, buy the broccoli that you can just steam, buy the brown rice already made. You'll have this put together in about 10 minutes. You are finished. I'm just going to put my layer of 2% sharp cheddar on the top, and that is it. And this is what it will look like so far, if that is where you're going to end it. But I really would like for you guys to try the glazed onions on top, so let's go to that next. I noticed a second ago I said glazed onions. I meant caramelized. I keep wanting to say glazed. So if you're not going to do the caramelized onions, that's where it ends for you. Put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 minutes. And when it's done, let it sit for 15 minutes before you eat it. And now I'm going to show you how to caramelize the onions. So we are going to chop up these 2 onions. So I just cut them in rings like this. do the whole onion that way, both onions actually. And then you're gonna take the ring and just slice it down the middle one time. So this is what they'll end up like. Okay, we're gonna start caramelizing the onions, and I failed to mention to you guys that you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of butter and helping you to caramelize the onions. Okay, I'm gonna just dump my onions in there. Whoops, I dropped some. Okay, just kind of break them up. If you're wondering how the camera is magically above my pan, it's because my husband bought me this nifty little gadget that it's like a little tripod for my camera, and it has like these tentacles that will wrap around anything. And I've got it wrapped around my microwave handle. Okay, so I'm going to grind some sea salt. And I'm going to grind some of this peppercorn medley. And the smell, guys, the smell of these onions, gosh, it just fills the house. It smells so good. Okay, on the heat, I have this in between medium and high. You are going to have to be cooking this for about 20 minutes, and it needs to be babysat, so you cannot really walk away, or you'll just be burning the onions instead of caramelizing them. I don't know if you can see part of the floor over here. I think you can. It looks like cement because it is cement. We're having our tile redone, parts of it, and they haven't finished it yet. So not that you guys care, but it's a little embarrassing to me for you guys to see a broken floor. But that's why. All right, so you don't want to stir these around too much. I basically stirred them right now just to get the butter and the pepper and the salt mixed in. I am going to be coming back every, I would say, 3 minutes, because they need to be toasting before you stir them. So I will be back in 3 minutes. I'm back. I don't know if you can see that some of the onion got a little bit toasty. Now I'm just going to stir it up once. Gotta let it sit for 3 minutes again and come back. Okay, 3 minutes, stirring it again. The onions are starting to toast and turn brown. If your onions are not toasting or cooking, then you either need to turn the heat up a little bit more, or leave it a little longer than 3 minutes each time you come back. I'm not going to caramelize them completely. I'm going to do like I did last time, just where they're partially caramelized and some are just kind of cooked. And I'll be back in 3 minutes again. Alright, I think this is going to be it for my onions. Like I said, I don't want them completely caramelized. If you're going to completely caramelize them, they're going to need to look kind of like that, the brown darker pieces. And also you want to scrape the bottom of the pan, because a lot of the flavor is at the bottom of the pan. Scrape it with something plastic, spatula or a spoon, and then mix it around in the onions. Now we're going to top our casserole. Okay, I'm just going to spoon these onions evenly over the top. And I know I said this already a lot of times, but guys, please, please, please try it this way. This truly made the dish. It just is such, it's icing on the cake. It is so good. All right, that is it. We are completely done. That is what the finished product will look like. Now you just need to pop it in the oven at 350 degrees for 35 minutes, and then once you take it out, let it sit for 15 minutes. I'm not going to be cooking this one because I'm going to be taking it over to my parents' house to let them try it for lunch. So please try it exactly the way I made it. I'm excited for somebody to try it that way. Let me know what you think. Thanks. I forgot to add, if you're feeling really like pigging out and you only want to separate this into 4 humongous servings, it's going to be 388 calories. My husband and I wanted big servings, but not quite so large, so we actually split it into about 5 servings. It was around 310 calories. Or if you're just, wanting small portions and you do it in 6 pieces, it'll be, I think, around 260 calories. So the calories for this are excellent for the taste you're going to get.